Hi all, my name is Hemang Panchmatia and I am going to take you through the admission process for all the 22 IIMs for the year 2026 admission, which means after CAT 25. I am sure all of you know that IIM Guwahati has become the latest IIM to be added to the list. So now we have 22 IIMs. Now as of today, this is the available information across all the IIMs and my job is to help you understand the process after CAT. Once you receive the coveted PI call, what are the different steps you'll have to perform so that you convert your dream B school. We are going to look at each of the IIMs individually and I'm going to talk about the process. So typically most of the B schools have these as a part of the admission process. A, interview, definitely everybody conducts it. Now some of the B schools conducted in an online format, others will expect you to visit them at a particular venue and have a face-to-face or offline interview. Now the way you appear for an online interview is slightly different in terms of how you perform during the interview as compared to an offline interview. So hence we are specifying is the interview in the offline format or online format. Second most popular method used these days to evaluate candidates is to conduct a written ability round. So here the format is they'll give you a topic of current affairs, general awareness and have you write a essay, I would say, for about 20 to 30 minutes and about 200 to 300 words. That's a general format. It will vary slightly depending upon the B school. Obviously, if it is a online interview, the VAT will also happen online. Next, now often dying is the group discussion round. Now very few B schools now have a group discussion round. I would say only 2 or 3 IIMs now still conduct a GD round. So the importance of GD has declined over the years. Now coming to the IIMs, IIM A, B, C, L, I, K all continue to have their own individual process as they did last year. Even Shillong, right? So for example, at IIM Ahmedabad, they conduct an written ability round. It's slightly different. It's called AWT, analytical writing test. So here it is more focused on critical reasoning as compared to your knowledge of current affairs. So it is very similar to what you do is critical listening as part of your verbal preparation. So they're going to give you a situation most often drawn from real life and they'll ask you to find a flaw in the reasoning. They'll help you to figure out the strength of the reasoning, counter the argument, so on and so forth, right? So it is WAT with strong grounded approach of critical reasoning. Bangalore conducts an interview round and also has a VAT. Same happens with Calcutta, Indore, Kozhikode, IIM Mumbai. All of these are offline. So I'm sure when you filled up your CAT form, you had filled up your preferences of the cities that you would like to visit in case you are shortlisted by them. So these happen there. Shillong, Rohtak also has their own offline interviews. So this is very much similar to what happened last year. Now the second part of the story here is last year there were 9 IIMs that used to conduct something called as the CAP round, common admission process. Now things have changed this year. A lot of IIMs have decided to form a subgroup and have their own individual group called joint admission process. So that has increased the number of institutes that will conduct the individual processes. So this year if you have calls, let's say from 10, 12 or even all the 22 IIMs, you will have lot more interviews to go for. So for example, till last year, IIM Udaipur was a part of the CAP round. But this year, IIM Udaipur had decided to have their own individual process, right? For each B school, you also see the IMS category that they belong to. This is our assessment of the B school program, right? So we evaluate 150 odd programs of the country and we have put them into 12 different categories. So A1 is the highest category, so on and so forth. So Udaipur belongs to, let's say, the A4 category and they are reported last year's official placement report said that the average salary is at 18.77, right? IIM Amritsar is also going individual this year. IIM Visakhapatnam last year also went individual. So this year they will continue to have their own solo round. Sambalpur will also conduct their own interview like last year. So they will conduct only VAT and then interview, that too in the offline format, right? Udaipur, as we said, has an online interview. So is the case with Amritsar, right? Even Shillong and Rohtak last year had gone online. So amongst these IIMs, 4 were will be definitely online this year. Others are offline. For Sambalpur, it is either both or one of the two, not yet disclosed. Guwahati being a new IIM, we really don't know how the PI process will be, whether it will be offline or online, and we expect them to conduct a VAT, but it is not yet announced, hence we have put a expected mark there. Now these are the 4 institutes that now have formed their own subgroup, I would say, and they are calling the process to be the joint admission process, GAP or JAP. So you'll have to appear for one single interview for these 4 IIMs. So Ranchi, Kashipur, Trichy and Raipur. All of them what we call as generation 2 IIMs. They have got together, correct? All of them belong to that A4, A5 category as per the IMS ranking. And they are going to conduct only the PI, okay? Absolutely nothing else. No VAT, nothing else. The next part is what was originally the CAP, now has only 3 remaining members, which is Bodh Gaya, Jammu and Sirmaur. Till last year, Bodh Gaya and Jammu used to be a part of the CAP round, plus they also conducted what was called as the SAP round, supplementary admission process, which was only for Bodh Gaya and Jammu, right? As of now, they had not yet announced the SAP round, but they are likely to be a part of the, or rather they are already a part of the CAP round. Joining them would be Sirmaur, right? So these 3 are part of the common admission process. Again, the interview is actually online, right? So you will have to appear for many interviews this year. 4 institutes are part of the JAP round, 3 are part of the CAP round, and the others are all going to conduct individual PIs. So one good thing is that if you have calls from a lot of institutes, you have a lot of practice, okay? So if you are shortlisted by a IIM, and even if you don't intend to join the program, my suggestion would be that please at least appear for the interview. It's good preparation for the remaining interviews for this year, and it also maybe you want to at a later stage decide to join the program. So do not close your options. Please appear for as many interviews as you can in this year, right? So this is information as of available today. If there's any changes as announced by the B schools, we'll update it here in this particular YouTube as comments, right? If there are any other B school, I would say processes that you would like us to talk about, please mention them in the comment. If there is any GDPI related question, query, topic that you want us to talk about, I'll be happy to address them. Please mention them in the comment sections again, right? Any of you looking to be a part of the IMS GD-WAT-PI program, you can find the details of the program on the screen, or you can also look at the link that is being pinned there. Thank you so much. I hope this information was useful, and I would like to wish you all the best for your preparation. Please ensure that you give your best to this round, because perhaps this is the more important part of the preparation journey. See you soon.